सदाती रेफरेंस पर समाज शुरू हो गई है, आपको बराह रास्त दिखाते हैं।
That was done courtesy of Pakistan Television. Thereafter, the committee was constituted by Justice Muhammad Ali Mazhar Saab and Justice Athar Minillah. And whether we can do it ourselves. We didn't want to be dependent on an outward network. And with their, I must acknowledge their effort, and they've made it possible, and also recommended that maybe people may be interested to hear. It's a presidential reference after all. So we are already telecasting it, and I think a public notice has been put outside with the link. There are two links. You can go direct, you can go through the Supreme Court website, or you can go YouTube. The link is there. So your application, before your application was filed, this decision was taken.
Thanks a lot, my lord.
You can see this is live. This is the LCD. This is live telecast.
Okay.
Yes, this is live streaming.
Thank you, my lord. Thank you, my lord.
No, you don't need to thank us.
Because this is a case of historical importance.
No. That's one thing we don't want to do. First of all, we want to treat it as a presidential reference. Can you take, I don't know, whether you will start or we'll request the Attorney General.
Attorney General will start because the reference is by the President.
Yes, so first question that arises is, I mean, presidential reference is still here before us. It was not withdrawn. So I presume presidential reference you still want to pursue.
My lord, I have no contrary instructions, so yes.
To continue the presidential reference. So he wants to continue the presidential reference. So can we read the presidential reference?
So before we proceed, I will request your lordship to read an order.
So before we read, let's start.
No, an order has been passed for summing of certain record. An order was passed by this honorable court while hearing the presidential reference. When my lord, Mr. Justice Chaudhary was the Chief Justice, an order was passed that certain record is not over here. And those documents are very important for the purpose of deciding this presidential reference. If your lordship will allow me, I'll read that order which was passed.
We will certainly allow you, but at the appropriate time. Let's start with, because none of us were judges when the presidential reference was filed, nor any of us had heard the presidential reference at any stage, nor there is any judge in the Supreme Court who's heard it. So you may even wonder on the constitution of this bench. It was placed before the committee as, let's not keep speculating on everything. This Chief Justice has relinquished powers, and now matters are decided by the committee. Just 2 seconds, just bear with us. What we did was, one senior member did not want to be part of the bench. Two others was some way or the other related. It was felt maybe they should not be. So just want to allay that. And since the last time it was heard was 9 members, so we tried to do the same, because sparing a lot of judges also takes time. So now if we will start with the presidential reference, and then we will go through all relevant orders. So Attorney General, can we request you to read, since it's your presidential reference, if you can read the presidential reference?
Sir, I'd just like to point out.
We will go, don't worry.
I just want to point, a tribunal was formed, headed by Justice Shafiur Rahman. And
Farooq Saab.
Okay, sir.
Don't mind, but let him start.
Okay.
So actually, to be honest, I've not read it.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So let's read it.
My lord, this reference comprises of 15 pages.
So, not the facts. What does the President of Pakistan want us to do?
My lord, if my lords may kindly turn to order dated 21st of April 2011.
So
that order records the questions which were referred.
So before that, in the presidential reference, it is under which article of the Constitution?
186.
Can you read 186? We do one thing at a time. It's reproduced, I think, in the first page of the presidential reference.
Clause 1, if at any time the President considers that it is desirable to obtain the opinion of the Supreme Court on any question of law which he considers of public importance, he may refer the question to the Supreme Court for consideration. 2. The Supreme Court shall consider a question so referred and report its opinion on the question to the President.
Okay. Now this is an extraordinary power vesting in the President. And which President had filed this reference?